Well, my partner in crime, Sonia Baghdadi, and I had an awesome opportunity to chat it up with some pretty amazing celebrities, and we still actually have a few of those celebrity interviews we want to share with you. We caught up with Sherri Shepherd of The View at the Foxwoods Casino and had an absolute blast. Take a look.
Sherri Shepherd is on top of the world. Sonia and me caught up with the superstar, and she dished with us about being a single mom, her role as co-host of The View, her hit show on Lifetime, and why she decided to author permission slips.
What inspired the book?
You know, it inspired me. I think my third day on the show, I said I didn't know if the earth was round or flat, and it was a brain fart. I didn't know the tremendous amount of mail that I got of people they hated me. And the ladies of The View totally supported me. I got tons of emails from women supporting me. And I decided, you know what? We as women, we take on so much guilt. We let things bother us. I mean, men, I love it because men, they just don't take the guilt on. They let it fall off. And we just hold on to it for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I said, you know, we got to give ourselves permission to let go and give ourselves some slack. And that's how that started.
You started out in stand-up. And
yes.
You had a day job. You were secretary by day, doing
Yes.
stand-up at night. At that point in your life, and I know it's hard to look back, did you ever envision that you would be a co-host on The View, being nominated, winning daytime Emmys, being at the point that you are now?
I used to sit at my desk at the law firm, and I would daydream all the time. I used to read the tabloids and People magazine like voraciously, and I'd go, I wonder what it feels like to be one of those people. And I always dreamed, I always loved making people laugh, but did I ever dream that I would be on The View and all of this? No.
Okay,
Wow.
so what is it like to be one of those people?
You know, it's really weird. Now I always feel like that I'm dreaming, and that I'm going to wake up at the law firm, and I'm going to wake up and go, you know what? I had a dream that I was...
Let me fix you, girl.
I know.
It's your life.
And I just have this dream that they're going to go get the coffee. And I'm going to go, I just had this dream that like, I was doing everything I loved. So it feels like a dream. It really does.
You might be wondering, with such a huge opportunity, who did she consult? How did she know she was the one? The View, after all, has had some pretty controversial and very big personalities.
Star Jones called me before I started. And I said, oh, Star, I'm not a legal eagle. I'm not this political analyst. What am I going to do? I'm not you. And she said, and Star said, no, you're not me. And don't try to be me. You have to be you. So I think it helped when Star called me, because that's what I thought. I thought I was, you know, I'm trying to find all these legal terms and what this means. And I know that I'm just bringing my experience. And it helped that Barbara Walters said, if I didn't think you could do it, I would not have you at this table.
Talk to us about The View.
How much of it is the glamour that the outside world sees? How much of it is a job?
You know
Just
what?
dish. Tell us.
We have a lot of fun when we go. We get our bullet points.
Okay.
And we get up at the table, and we never know what's going to come out. But it's just like any family. I don't know any family that's not dysfunctional.
Right.
Okay.
You scream at each other, you get heated, but at the end of the day,
Come together.
you come together because you love this person. And that is how it is with the ladies. I mean, we have very different opinions, and we don't agree about everything, and we get very heated. But the camera turns off, and literally, we look at each other. There'll be like a little bit of sweat above Joy's lip, and she'll be breathing hard after her and Elizabeth went at it about, because, you know, this has been for 8 years.
I know, right?
This has been 8 years,
Yeah,
Bush and Obama. And I just lean back and let them go, and Whoopi just looks, and the cameras turn off, and Joy will go, that was good. That was really good.
And what does Sherri say about her new hit Lifetime show, rightfully named Sherri?
It's based on my life and what I went through, you know, going through a divorce and there being an infidelity, and how I deal with it, and how now I'm a single mother and I'm a single woman back in the dating scene.
But it's got to be hard, too, because you're meeting a guy and you're wondering if they're dating you because you're Sherri Shepherd on The View, or because, you know.
That's hard, too.
Yeah,
That's really hard. It usually comes out, though. It doesn't, they can't hide it too long, because you usually will come out of, you know, they'll ask me a question about the business, or they'll ask me a question about The View, or they'll want to meet Whoopi or Barbara.
And the red flag goes up.
And then the red flag goes up.
Let's just say that the red flag was not in view when Sonia's hubby, Frank, showed up to the interview. Seems like Sherri had no problems letting her guard down then.
You know, before I said, okay, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. The man doesn't necessarily have to be a good looker. But then I saw your husband.
Come here, Frank. Come here. Give him a big old wet one. Oh,
thank you.
After diving into Sherri's life, it's easy to see why she's such a success.
I know that I'm just bringing my experience, and it helped that Barbara Walters said, if I didn't think you could do it, I would not have you at this table. And so I have these lovely women who support me and who are nurturing and who challenge me every single day. So it's a very challenging job, but I think it helps because I can rest in the fact that they support me. You know, they don't feel that I'm less than because I don't have this experience or this particular knowledge.
So go on and give yourself a permission slip. And while you do, be sure to take a moment and enjoy the view.